Historically, the ballooning started, or hot air ballooning as we know it today, started in America with a military chap who tried to use it for a military application, but clearly the nature of hot air balloons, it wasn't successful for that purpose, which I'm very glad to say. However, it was a great way to fly and very entertaining, and my father is a very keen aeronautical engineer and very keen on all things in aviation, heard about that and wrote off to the chap, Ed Yost, to ask about it and how much a balloon like that would cost, and found that it would be far too expensive, so decided to make his own. So along with some friends from the gliding club, they decided to build their own balloon. Cameron Balloons originated in a small basement flat in the centre of Bristol, and my father Don Cameron actually started the business 43 years ago in April. In fact, it's 44 years in April. He literally sewed the pieces together and built some of the burner parts and so on, and put a balloon together. He then toured round with that balloon and went to different events and then taught people how to fly, and in the end his hobby job was taking up more time than his real job of aeronautical engineering, and then he took the plunge and made it his full-time business, and that's why we're here at Cameron Balloons today. Can you leave now, because we've had enough of pain. The manufacturing process actually starts long before it actually gets to one of our production floors. It starts with the customer working out what they'd like in their balloon and how their visual will look. So it's very much a sort of a 2D computer animation that helps you decide where you're going to put all your artwork and so on, because this is a tailor-made bespoke product. From that point, we then take all that information and we put it into production, which means we have to specify everything very carefully and then send off that information to the different departments so that the machinist can get sewing, so that the cutting department can get cutting out all the fabric, the baskets section can start getting to work on the baskets, which has all the different leather and upholstery to it, and also the burner and hardware sections can get on with making the tanks and the burners and the fans and so on. And so at the end of, could be as soon as 6 weeks, all of those departments will have done their work, and you end up with the end product of your brand new hot air balloon. We're very well known globally for making special shaped hot air balloons, and so for us, if you want an enormous Tyrannosaurus Rex, or perhaps you want a huge credit card or a house with cats on the roof, whatever you want, we can build it, and we make more special shapes than probably anybody else in the world. As regards printing our products, these days a lot of people want photographic reproductive artwork on their balloons, and that's possible because we have an in-house printer and we can literally print every single panel. But of course, because we're dealing with the curved surface, and it's curved in that two-way system, you know, it's curved not only like that but up to the top of the balloon as well, that means that we have to slightly distort the artworks to make it appear absolutely beautifully straight and precise and accurate when it's on the balloon. So it's a very specialised technique. Here at Cameron Balloons, we don't just do hot air balloons or special shaped hot air balloons. We also do a whole variety of different fabric engineering products. Everything from a huge inflatable stage, perhaps, that you might want for a pop concert, or indeed a classical roof concert we've even done, right through to small, essentially bags that are used for laparoscopic surgery, and all sorts of things in between. Lots of things for exhibits and in museums, for example, or for the arts world, but lots of practical items as well, everything from ticket booths to actual flood defence systems. So really all sorts of things. If it involves fabric and the technology that we can bring to that, we can make it.